Good day, welcome to Multi-Net Design. In this project we are starting afresh, and this is a new project entirely entitled 2-bedroom terrace duplex executive. So if you are new to this channel, this is what we do on regular basis. So we always start a project and finish it series by series, episode by episode. So this is another series entirely. And if you are new, this is my own personal templates. So if you are new that you don't know how to open Revit, you know the way. Whenever you install Revit, you can check most of my video. So what you just need to do is that this is Revit. You come here and see that the kind of work we have done in the previous. So when you want to start a project, you come to a new project and you have your new project. So browse for any type of template that you are. So these are the templates of Multi-Net that any one of these is mine that I used to use for this company. So that's what we do here. So if you are assisting any of existing one, you can get up on this. So those are the existing projects. You can pick any of the projects. Those are the projects I'm working on currently, and this one that I'm still working on. I still wanted to submit for the client. So but for now, I'm going to continue with the process of teaching you. So before I move on, there is something that I have with a client who sent to me. Let me just start. This is actually the site that we're going to use. This is the form of which the site is taking place. So don't bother about the dimension. We're still going to work because the survey plan was sent, and I have to keep the secret of the client. So I don't want to use the survey plan here to do whatsoever I want to do, but I just have taken the permission to use the form and shape to do for the sake of this tutorial. So now what we do here, this actually is a land in Lagos State, and we work on it to beautify things. So now what do we do? The client send this to and say, okay, he needs at least a 5-unit of house, a terrace building on this place. And you can imagine this actually like a plot of land, and someone needs like that. So you need, as an architect, you need to what? Be proactive and create some essential factor for yourself. So let's go and look at some certain analysis that I consider before I jump into the design. So the spatial layout and functionality, that is what my priority anytime I get a design to do. So what does this mean? This means that the arrangement of space, living room, kitchen, bedroom, circulation area should be well prioritized and convenient and comfort for the occupants that are going to be using the space. Efficiency of natural light and ventilation, enhancing the flexibility as well. So all those things I need to be considered when I'm designing. Now the aesthetics for what? For the beautification of it. The other styles will be arranged in a modern, minimalistic to traditional design. So in other words, there is nothing new, only that you can just modify what is enticing. So exterior and interior finishes play this major role in other words overall appearance. So wherever you are doing the design, your exteriors and interiors very considerable. Now sustainability, that is this why I put just this diagram in place. Sustainability, that means that incorporation of eco-friendly feature like solar panel. So what does it mean? That this type of house may actually have different kind of roofing mentality or system. So for the insulation and efficient water management, orientation of building affect the heating, cooling. So you see the kind of how do I have here. So the environment when I went there in Lagos, so I see the way the breeze and everything blows. So I have to orientate the mixture on this level. Now structural and material consideration. So all this one will be done after the design is being done alone. So for now we focus our attention on majorly on the plan. So this is actually what I came up with, and I've been submitted to a client, and it was very appreciable. And so I took this permission to do. So you are not going to find a site like this, but this is going to be a guide to what we are going to be developing in this particular course. So let's start and jump into action when we start our project completely. So now we are here. So the first thing is that I need to bring the survey plan that was sent to me. So if you have never known how to import PDF into, how to use PDF to import PDF into Revit, this is a simple issue for you. What you just need to do is to go to insert, then you say link PDF. So when you go to the link PDF, you go to modification. Where do you have that? And this is where I have it. So this is the site. So I have this in the place now. So I'm going to use this as my inflow. So I place it here. This is actually the whole line, and with the dimension of the way the land has been given, because a proper survey plan was done, and this is actually the true north. the way it's supposed to be. Now what I want to do here is that if you have a design like this that the dimension is so, how do you not bother yourself that everything is going to be placed according to the particular dimension? You don't need to further go to haywire. All you just need to use annotate. Don't ever for starting using use your site and massing by say you want to do property line. That is out of it. So what you just need to do is to first use your annotate, because you have something like this. So it's a straightforward thing. Just click on drawing. From here, click, then you type 24,000. So 24,000 should actually be the main thing that you need here. 24,000, and you press enter. It shows that the land is as long as this level. So how do you now get it? This is where you work with. So all what you just need to do is to drag this and expand it. So the moment you are expanding, always make sure that you are dragging it back to the original position. Can you see? So you still have some way to go. So you push it again with your height gauge. Let's continue like that. So you drag it back again from here and drag it here. So what is it telling you? That definitely with these little things now, you have already gotten the answer that you need. All you just need here is to reduce it a bit and adjust it. So what I will say, look, everything is in perfect position. So what you need now is to test it whether it's right or not. You see 24, so you just need to test this one. Use this one to test. So I'm going to click here and say from here to here, did I have 4 meter? Yes. So 4 meter is what I have gotten at this level, pure. So this means that this diagram is complete. So you just need this continue 15.6. Some will not be totally accurate, but don't bother, just stretch it a bit. You have 16, then go down. So this one is giving us what? 29. So adjust it to 15, 29. So 27.8. So I'm going to increase it a bit, just put it that way. Then whatever this gives you, 37. So this one is going to give us 37, but you just adjust it. Then the last one, you just close it up. So this is how you draw quick plan. It is not accurate, but has already saved you from the stress. Just take it off from the stress. So you have the figure, you have the shape in order. Expand this elevation marker so that you go around and spread around, be able to capture the whole elevation of your building. So what you need now is that everyone that remain, you cannot be doing them manually by selecting, just like getting them one after the other. But I'm not going to go for that because this is just a practical. So if you want to do that, you just select them, be adjusting them little by little onto your own taste till you get it done. So if you have this one now, you can just like just click and group it together, because I'm not going to use what is it called, topo surface, property line, to do anything here. So you just click OK and say site. So but if you didn't fit, what does it say? Already exists. So site O, just press site O. Okay, so if you didn't fit that, you want to use something exceptional here, all you just need to do here is that you go to, how will I call it now, go to setback, this one, and say property. So this property now, you can make use of it by creating two bearing or creating two sketch. You use two sketch because you create everything by sketch. So you just draw around, sorry, to draw around again like this, or you can just use your normal line tools. You base them everything together, then you choose the one that the line has more extension. So this is what you have. On this one now, you can transfer this line. Yeah, when you select it, just transfer it and say copy to clipboard or cut. Then you go and paste it in foundation. Just say paste, modify, then paste at current view. So this one will be here. This one is a reference for what? For the shape of the site that you are using. Now let's go to the proper design. As I have it now, as an architect, you need to understand the common rule and basic regulation of a building code of your locality. So in this particular locality, they need 3 meter setback from the hall for the major your align major wall. So this is my align major wall, and these two is what I'm using. This is where the road size are. You can see it from here. This is the access road. So this place like this, like a close-up, is a close completely, nothing is here. In fact, it's more of less a gutter, or when you get to that site you see it like a waterlogged area, this place. So it's not building per se, so according to the charts. So now let's do something here. What we do here is that we go back to the annotate. So I'm going to use annotate to do what I want to do for here for now. So 3 meter, I'm selecting, taking from here, then I'm taking another 3 meter from here. So that is the total setback that I need. So I can now draw and draw. So this is my my guide setback. So whatsoever I want to do now, I do within this range to the any length. Now my design ranging from, because I need 6 according to what I have here, from here to here. You know, a little bit of inner calculation is what I'm doing here. So I have to go as much as having the total length. So from here to here, the total length I'm looking for is 37. So in other words, I need to divide it into 5, because that is what the clients want. You need a 5 roll of of building here. So how will I do it? I'm going to say, I'm going to use this as a reference, dividing it into, just say offset 6 meter. So 6 meter, 6 meter, 6 meter, 6 meter, and the 6 meter. So what I have now is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 complete. That is all what I did here that made the house to be what unique. So that's what I need in this particular area, and I've done that by using simple calculation. Okay, now among this one, I need to develop a single unit of plan for this, and I'm going to do that immediately. So the ground floor, I'm starting now, and we're going to get the ground floor completely at this stage. So what do we do? What we do that we start with what? With a wall. Click on wall, select the normal wall, because that's the thing that I use. You know, I use my own template file which I've used to work, and some of what are here are my creation. So check it if you have the existing one. If you have the one that's are not generic like this, you just need to change them. So if it's just change it like this, I'm changing to 225 for my own use. So ground floor plan, say okay. I'm not working with the material for now, but just let me just create what I need. So now I will select this one, select this, and select. So this is the box of a unit of one that of the Terrace. Now all the functionality, I need to place them in order, the access and everything. So how am I going to do that? The first of my target is, where will my sitting room be, since this is the entrance, because my entrance is going to be somewhere here now, because this is the entrance. This is the, for this side is my, what is it called now, this is my access road, and this is going to be where I'm going to situate my gate. So this is going to be my access point. So I will say from here I'm going to divide this into how many? So I have 5, 7, yeah, so like 1, 5 to be from my balcony or entrance porch. So to this point I will draw and drag. So the next thing I need to do is that now I have my sitting room is going to be here. I will divide this one now. Let me just divide this like this. Let me see it's come to this point. This is not the final part. Now the next thing you do is that you need to consider where your, what is it going to be, your visitor toilet. So I'm going to put my visitor toilet somewhere here. This is not going to have dining, remember. So my visitor toilet, just click on save. So what do we do here? So just say save 2 bed, anything you want to write here, and just do like that. I'm clicking on save. Let it work safe for me, so I will proceed with what I'm doing as fast as possible. So good, the work is safe. Now I will join this together with this. So this is going down, it's going to go down. So I am going to have this side as my surface part, surface area. So now I have sitting room. I have this going to serve me as my, how will I call it now, my visitor toilet. Then what do I need to create next? I need to create kitchen. So I will say continue. So I'm going to click here. So let me just say kitchen will be here. Kitchen should open to outside, but since I'm using terrace, I want to have a terrace at the back, so more easy and access for that. So I have kitchen here. So what I need now is to expand some things here. So this is 1.4, so I'm going to change this one. I'll call it 1500. I want it to be more expanded. Okay, now this is the living room. So I'm going to select. So look at the way I'm doing everything now. I'm sewing those things in order so that everything will be, by the time I'm doing it, you don't have any confusion. So everything will flow into one another. Now I need to have dining in this place. So where will my dining be? My dining is supposed to be here. Now before dining, you know, this is 2-bedroom. Now we need to have where to link to upstairs. I might want to place my stair here. If I place my stair, it's going to block my kitchen and block part of my words and terrace. So what I need to place my stair somewhere here. So I'm going to divide this one and say, so from here now, click. So the space of the space that I'm going to contain for my dining and my, so check whether it's adequate. So this is 2.5 and this is 2 points, and you check overall general into him, you will have that 6 meter. So the 6 meter is actually a and it stays. So I need to adjust based on what I have on ground. So I will select this one and say adjustment. So what do I need to have? I'm going to say 1800. Let me see, that it's too small and narrow, so I'm going to reduce this because this is going to be a comfort for the family. So what is that? It doesn't need, the stair trend doesn't need to be as wide as that. So I'm going to say 1500. So it's going to be 750 precise. Good. So now I will reduce this one. Then I will open it up because I want it to have the open space within this. So everything is in order. Now let me just get balcony where balcony is supposed to be. This will be here. Then this one should be here as well. Beautiful. So this is now, we have kitchen, we have so I need quickly to get access to them. So door, I'm going to use double flush door, then double leaf door here for the entrance. Then I'm going to take a single for this one. See, yes, the kitchen is going to close to dining. Definitely this is supposed not to have door, but we want to work on it. That's when we get to that level. So this one is going to be, let me check, a normal toilet door will be placed here. So we have it in place now. Like this is what we have. So quickly let me do the annotation. So here is going to be living room. Okay. Then this is going to be dining. Okay. This is going to be kitchen. Okay. And this is going to be visitor toilets. Well, we have entrance point here, EP. Then we have terrace and this place, TR. Then we have what? Stair here. Good. And we call it a wrap on this particular one. So in the next tutorial, then we're going to continue to develop them. Later, some of this plan might actually be affected and be changed, but just need to follow us through step by step. Kindly subscribe to this channel, at the same time support us by like and help us share for as many as possible that have never known how to draw a plan of building. This is actually what we used to do here, so we encourage you to follow through. and the little one you learn here from other channel too is going to be a breakthrough and source of inspiration towards your development in life. So thanks for watching. God bless you as you proceed.